my channel, Sharon B, Life by Sharon B. You won't believe this. I landed a legit medical carrier route just from Facebook. No app, no interview, no middleman. In this video, I'll show you exactly how I found it, the group to join, and how you can do the same without getting scammed. Let's get into it. Hit that subscribe button. Turn your notifications on so you won't miss every time that I post. So the first step, Facebook groups, but not just any group. I'm talking about niche, private ones made for carriers and contract drivers. These are the gold mines. Here are the real groups I joined. So here's the real groups I joined. Medical Carriers, Medical Carriers Plus, Medical Transport, Carriers Delivery. So Carriers Delivery Drivers. So search these by name or type your city like Phoenix Medical Carrier to find local ones. So I would post a post saying looking for a driver Monday through Friday for pharmacy route in, like, example, Glendale. Once you're in, introduce yourself, keep it simple. Say, hey, I'm a reliable contractor in Phoenix with a clean vehicle and weekday availability. Looking for routes or backup shifts. DM me if anything opens up. This is stuff I put. This alone gets you noticed fast. So speaking of red flags, scams, here is how you protect yourself. Never pay to get access to leads. Ask this 1099. Ask if it's 1099 or W-2. Request a contract or route details up front. Check if the business is licensed or reviewed on Google. If it sounds too good to be true, guess what? It is. So those are red flags to look at when you're trying to get you a route, especially on places like Facebook and other platforms. But yes, you want to look out for scams. If you want to stand out, do these three things. 1, respond within the hour when someone posts a route. 2, keep your posts updated weekly. 3, be specific. Mention your vehicle type, availability, and location. This makes you look reliable and professional even in a casual group. So real quick, here's your carrier's route blueprint. First, check mark you want to join 3 to 5 Facebook carrier groups. Avoid scams by asking smart questions. Post your availability and follow up fast. This exact method landed me a consistent weekly route with a pharmacy, and it's been one of the best side hustles I've ever done. So I'm going to include here some other people giving you advice about getting routes and just, helping you along the way with medical carrier. I want everybody to be successful and find them a good route. So any information that I find, I'm definitely going to drop it and give you guys, any information. So like, subscribe, comment, Carrier Hustle if this helped you. So again, I won't be back after this. This is my playlist, side hustle and gig work. I try to drop videos as often as I can, so check it out. Again, thank you for joining me, and I'll see you on my next video.
See, the word contract get thrown around so loosely in the medical carrier space that I feel like it's actually confusing people. See, when you apply at these companies such as T-Force, Associated Couriers, Stat Logistics, all these places are third-party logistic companies. They're basically freight brokers, or they are freight brokers. And when you actually get signed up with them guys, you don't have a contract. You're just actually on up under them as an independent contractor. And I know sometimes people may get confused with that, but they are essentially a third-party logistics company. So when you get hired on with them, they are the ones that have the contracts with the hospitals and the laboratories and things of that nature, and they bring you on to basically do all the deliveries. Now, what I want to teach you is to how to actually get direct contracts with the actual hospitals, with the actual laboratories. That way you don't have nobody in between you and you can actually make all of your money. Now, don't get me wrong, getting on with Associated Courier, Stat Force, and T-Force Logistics, getting on with them companies are good. I kind of look at them companies like meantime money or money here and there, but that shouldn't be the goal. The actual goal should be to get an actual contract for yourself, and you will know when you get an actual contract because you will get an actual award letter, and then it's going to be actually for a time frame. Like that contract may be for a year, 2 or 3, up to maybe 5-year contract. And see, I'm not telling you something that I'm already not doing myself. This is Parkland Hospital in Dallas, Texas, and this is my actual account with them. I'm actually a registered courier with them, have been for years now, and I'm just trying to put you guys in the same situation that I'm in. Also, this is Texas Health and Human Services. This is my actual account with them. I'm also a registered courier directly with the state of Texas Health and Human Services as a medical courier. This is my actual account. This is where I make my bids at. I'm not telling you something that I'm already not doing myself. If you have hospitals, clinics, laboratories, drug testing centers, any of that in your area, you have contracts in your area, but unfortunately, most people really don't know how to find them. But that's why I'm here. That's why I got the program put in place. I'm here for you whenever you need me. You can tap into the program.
I'm a medical courier and I make about $1,400 per week or $1,200 pretty regularly, actually. And I'm at about 140 today. I left the house at about 4 p.m. and I have 2 blood drive pickups. I picked up the other one and I just finished picking up the second one. So I have 7 boxes in the back. This is my collapsible dolly thing. It's so full back there. There's not really, I could put it up here. But last night so the first blood drive pickup was 80 miles away. So that was $80. The second one was 60 miles away, but they were on the same way. So I kind of got paid double for doing the same route, which is nice because usually they only pay you one way from the pickup to the drop off, but not like your way there or back. And that's what everybody in the comments is saying. It's not worth it because like last night I got one in the middle of the night. So I got home at like 5:30 in the morning. It was 2.5 hours away. It was 160 miles away, but I get paid $160. But because I'm driving there and back, it's like 320 miles. So people are like, you spent a lot more on gas. Like that's definitely not worth it. But my car, I have a Prius, so I pay $30 to fill my tank and I get like 500 miles out of a tank of gas. So I'm not spending that much on gas. And to me, it definitely is worth it then. And then the other plus is that you can write off like more than your whole income because the federal write-off is 70 cents per mile. And I'm a 1099 contracted employee. The same thing you get like with DoorDash or Uber Eats or something. That's what I get in the mail. So you can still write off everything. And because I get paid $1 per mile, then I'm driving one way, then I'm driving like double the amount of miles as many dollars that I made. But I can write off 70% of double what I made. So I pretty much write off my whole income. So those are the pros to the gas thing, even though I did get this car in October and I've already put 40,000 miles on it. So like, I'm not sure about that one, but I did get this Prius for that purpose and I'm running it into the ground, but I'm trying to take care of it. I just got an oil change today and I got an alignment because, I left it hit bumpers, but I'll be at like $190 today if I don't get any more calls. But if I get more calls, bam, more money. But it is pretty much overnight. I've definitely never done an overnight job before, but it is what it is, It's not ideal, especially when I'm doing other things and then I get home and I'm like about to go to sleep and then they call me for 2.5 hours away and I can't say no. It hurts. It's rough. But then I sleep until 1 p.m. and do it all again the next day. And again, I found this job on Craigslist. I know that's sketchy. Yes, Craigslist still exists. And I definitely did not. It took me weeks to decide to do it because they were asking for my social security through text. And I'm like, bro, no. But I ended up meeting the bosses in person and interviewing with them, and I like did my own research and felt like they were legit, so I did go for it, and I am making real money, bro. Like, this shit is real, but people do it different ways. Like, you can do it your own way of having an LLC and getting your own contracts, but I don't know how that's done. That's not how I do it.
Hey, my side hustle besties. Okay, so remember I told you guys that if you want a medical courier job, you have to find their contact information. You have to call them, you have to email them, or you have to simply pop up. So just to prove to you that it's possible. So I already have one contract, and I told you guys I was about to start stacking my contracts. So I applied to a company maybe about a month ago, and I didn't hear anything. And then I applied again maybe about 2-3 weeks ago, and I still didn't hear anything. So I was like, wait a minute, I'm not taking the advice that I told you guys. I'm not doing what I did before to get my first contract. So I ended up finding their phone number on the website, and I got in contact with somebody. And I'll put the recording at the end so you know this is not cap. I know a lot of people on here be lying. They be lying to y'all, but I want you to know that I'm being very authentic with you about my journey. So anyway, I got the phone number, called him. He gave me the general manager's email. I emailed the general manager. Maybe 30 minutes later, he responded, and he scheduled an interview for today. And today we did a 20-minute interview, and then he sent me the contract to sign and, you know, everything that we agreed to. What I do want to say that the only thing I did different this time is that when I sent my email, and I'll put a copy of it as well. When I sent my email, I went ahead and I added my driver's license, my insurance declaration page, my insurance card, and what else? Oh, and I bought the DMV 3-year driving history, and I attached those. And I also referenced in my email that I have my bloodborne pathogen, HIPAA, and chemotherapy certification. It's not required, but again, you see how that level of efficiency and, you know, just having those credentials, he literally responded within 30 minutes. So I'm gonna show you guys so you know it's not cap.
What's up? I heard you couldn't get no loans in your city. And if that's true, then I need you to head over to US Pack. They got damn near locations in every state in the United States, and they do over 1 million deliveries a month. So you better head over there and get to this money.
To all my people who want to become a medical courier and you can't find nothing in your area, I'm about to give you a website that's in a lot of states, okay? So listen to the states, and if you hear yours, run to this website immediately, okay? Now, before I get started, I'm just gonna go over briefly because this might be your first time seeing me. You don't know what the hell you need, okay? A car, any type of vehicle, let me just put it like that, okay? Insurance, valid driver's license, good driving record, okay? And your certifications, okay? So listen, it don't matter if this is your courier business or you want to be an independent contractor, okay? This website has 68 matches, okay? So if you're in the states of Connecticut, Florida, Illinois, Kentucky, Maine, Maryland, Massachusetts, Minnesota, Missouri, New Hampshire, New Jersey, New York, North Carolina, Ohio, Oklahoma, Pennsylvania, Texas, Washington, West Virginia, and Wisconsin, run to US Pack, okay? Go uspack.com. Let me show you what it look like so y'all know what I'm talking about. That's what it look like. Go run it up and see what they got. Read the description so you know what they do require you to have. Thank you.